Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Did you buy the dip today? Some of you did. Somebody had to buy the dip, right? The markets are higher. Somebody, somewhere, bought that dip. Let's get Joel. Let's talk about it. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Was that you buying the dip this morning, Joel?
A little bit, a little bit early, but that's okay. If it doesn't work the first time, try the second time. If it doesn't work the second time, try the third time. If it doesn't work the third time, the fourth time is the charm. Let's get right to it, folks. Wild open.
Wait, can you show us the S&Ps, not this Ouija?
Yeah.
I don't know why we're looking at that anyway.
Because I almost bought it.
Right.
They opened it, and it looked good. It looked like, okay, we're going to take out the pre-market high, and then they flushed everyone down the toilet. It looked like we were going right on the session, and we turned around your closing prices, folks. I talk about them all the time. They are important. Pre-market low in disputes, 31.50. Did we see that? No. Did we see the close at 37.50? No, we didn't see that. But we saw 39.25. So pretty darn close to getting flat on the session. Caught a bid, stalled a little bit, took out the pre-market high, and boom. I drew these lines on 12.6, folks, and these lines are still relevant. I talked about the lows from last week. Very, very important. I talked about that high from Friday, which I frankly didn't think we would see. We did. Friday's high, 46.0650. The current high, 1175, but we're back under 4,600, so I think that line is still valid. I should have put danger zone and happy zone. I'm going to do that right now for our customers at home because we got such a good crowd. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 1206, and I'm going to put happy zone.
Okay, I dig it.
All right, so we got some zones. We got the danger zone, and we got the happy zone. How many? 3 exclamation points. Boom.
So just to be absolutely clear, I'm going to go full screen on the charts here. I'm going to make it bigger for myself. So right now, it looks like we're kind of straddling the danger zone and the happy zone.
Yes, exactly. Oh. Exactly. And you know what that means?
No.
We're going to grind. And we're going to carve everybody up. And just like the Bears got carved up this morning, man, oh man, the Bulls now, if you're leaning the wrong way, you could have gotten caught over 4,600. But crude helping out in a big way. Up 341 at 69.67. That's helping the market. Gold down 410, but who cares about gold anyways? To 1779.80. Silver in the red by 0.111. 2237. Okay. Bitcoin quiet after the flush. No one could decide what the low was, but down 4,300, 49,225. Ethereum comes all the way back and green on the session, up just $6.50 at 42,2250.
All right, we got a lot to break down here. Let's just start with the airlines. I mean, what a day. I'm sorry, the cruise lines. Well, what a day for the cruise lines here. Whether it's RCL, CCL, NCLH, all just having fantastic days.
Because we were too busy listening to Dennis gripe about value and growth and everything, and we didn't pay attention to the news. That's what we are. We're a news show, right? What was the news that we missed?
I don't know what we are anymore, Joel. Yeah, everything.
I think we missed some news. I think we did.
Everything that I saw over the weekend seemed to indicate, and again, there's a lot we still don't know, but the sentiment seems to be that the Omicron variant, serious, more contagious, not as deadly as prior variants, and
virulent is the word. VIRLUENT.
I know what word you were saying.
That's an SAT word.
Yes, it is. but again, it's still early days. But that's what the prelim data seems to be showing. And if that's the case, then okay, actually, if that's the case, part A, and part B, if you're operating under the assumption that the market has been volatile because of the variant, then ipso facto C, we should be higher. But as we talked about this morning, I'm not totally. Maybe in the case of the cruise lines, that is what this is. But I am not totally convinced, and Dennis isn't either, that that
It's interest rates.
that we're volatile because of the variant.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
We got another linguist in the chat. Virulent. I pronounced something else again. We have another. We have another linguist in the chat. Boy, we got an educated chat here.
Learn
Well,
something new every day.
I got in a little argument with you and Dennis. Not an argument, but when when I said that, well, maybe the market's happy that that they're going to fight inflation, right? The market going to go down when it looks like we weren't fighting inflation, right? And then we are, and it's interpreted as bad. But what if they just bring it down just with a couple interest rate hikes, and we don't get runaway inflation, nor do we kill the economy? What if we have the perfect landing? What if it's
What
absolutely a perfect landing?
I
Then
feel like
everything's fine.
I feel like I suggested that this morning, right? With the meeting is next week.
Yes,
Once the Fed, and this is just a hypothesis, but like the Fed can like be clear and concise with what they're doing or what they're gonna do when it'll happen, give the market time to like let that sink in for a little bit, and then all thing it'll all be okay. It's just a hypothesis. I don't actually
it
know,
is. It
but
is. No,
yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, you and I are on the same page here. Interesting.
Yeah, well, it's still interest rates. I mean, I think the virus is. I mean, the Omicron. I hope I pronounced that right. It is important. Interest rates are important. A couple different factors, but you'll get the dot plot from the Fed. That's not this week, but next week, right?
Mhm.
And we'll still. I mean, we've been saying about this other variant is like it takes a couple weeks and it's been a week, right? Was it last Monday we had that we had the tizzy? Oh, it was
Just Friday, Black Friday.
yeah, it was Black Friday, so a little over a week. Yeah. So here we are, we're coming into the second week, and as I hate to be blunt, but Dennis is like the market doesn't care until people are dying, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. So anyway, the cruise things today is probably, it's the same reason why Moderna is having a tough day, right?
exactly. That's the way those stocks are responding. Let's go through these real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
CCL. I'm not going to be booking any cruises soon, but I mean, these things almost in the absence of bad news, right? I mean, this thing's gotten pounded. No bad news over the weekend. Markets are ripping. Hey, what dog can I buy? And they go and they buy CCL. Moving forward with CCL, I'll give you CCL traders a level to lean on for the next couple days. And you know what I'm going to say? Yesterday's or last week's high, 1924. The high today, 1919. Not good news that you backed off it, but that would clearly signify another or possibly signify another leg up to fill the gap at 20. Let's go to RCL, a little bit more hot. There we go. That started to work its way into the gap. Different situation that did take out a pair of highs that you had at 72.50. So you caught a little mo. Once again, you don't like getting near 75 and then coming back. But, if you take this old resistance, new support here, maybe you take a stab. I don't know if I'd want to lead on to the low of the move, but you're getting a little bit of a discount here. I noticed Jets was taken off, JETS, 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 Jets. That did not quite fill the gap. But that had a pair of highs at 2050, right? At 2060, 2062. Took that out. Nice move. Nice heatless trade. What else do we have? Do we want to look at Boeing? Boeing, there we go. That's going back to fill the gap. So, That's it. Anything else we want to look at in
I mean,
these?
as far as there, it's You went through the whole reopening. Actually, you know what? You went through the reopening. It's funny. It's reopening and it's also value, right? Because you can look at like the Dow. Which you
Oh,
never talk about the Dow, but the Dow's having a good day. The Russell's having a good day, up 2% compared to the S&P and the Nasdaq being up around 1% respectively. So it's a good day for a reopening and a good day for value. And coincidentally, there are a number of stocks that qualify as both reopening and value, like Boeing. So it's just a good J&J, like you have it up there, right? So
yeah, J&J. We've been pound. But there had to be some news on that, right?
nah,
Or just in general, people listen to pre-market prep show and then buying
no.
what we no.
Uh,
What was it? Anything that's
there was a headline that their booster. Uh, I guess they tested the Johnson booster in people who also got the Pfizer vaccine, and the boosters. I guess there was some good data there.
Oh
So
yeah, there's another thing Brett mentioned that the boosters, not the boosters, but the what are those shots? Not the boosters, but what
the
does Merck and everybody have?
the pill.
Yeah, the pill isn't that supposed to be available coming soon?
I
Drugstore
don't.
near
I'll be
you.
honest, Joe. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well that's another.
If anyone in chat knows, please tell us. I kind of can't keep track of all this stuff. So,
I tell you, do not like the price. Come on now, let's hold this 45.90, folks. Let's not give this back here going into the last 18 minutes. But Spencer, I do have some breaking news for you, and it's gonna be tough for me to swallow. Do you want to do the breaking news thing?
yeah. What do we got, Joel?
You got me.
Oh, Home Depot.
Yep.
Did I really? Let's take a look. See. Oh, wow. We got above 420 today.
Yeah.
How did that happen so fast?
I don't know.
That took 3 days.
I came within oh my god, we had a low of double O and a quarter, a double O 22, right? Last Monday and Tuesday, or last Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we hit 420. You had 420, I had 400. You have now taken me for two bets.
Wow.
Now I can't bet with Spencer anyway.
That's
I can't bet with Spencer either.
that was after
Unbelievable.
the open. Yes, clearly is after the open. It was at
Oh
9:30.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't. What the heck happened? What kind of a
I don't know.
wick is that? I swear it wasn't me, Joel.
Look at that. Look, I know. Because that was wow.
That
Was
was
there new
not
like Home
me.
Depot? Was there some news on them? Like they
Holy cow! What the
another
heck?
$10 dividend or something?
I know they got an upgrade this morning, but jeez Louise,
That was it. They did.
420. I mean,
That's
we closed at
I know.
407.
I know. That is ridiculous.
My
I
goodness.
know it's there. The print's there. Who's on the $50 bill, Spencer?
Oh man.
That's a
Whoa.
tough one.
Whoa. That's a tough
I
one.
had to Google it. I
Okay,
have to
don't
admit.
tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. So
I don't even know why. I mean, he wasn't that
who
great
is
of a
on the 50? Is it oh, I'm gonna get this so wrong. Is it Teddy Roosevelt?
No, no. He
Oh man.
actually, I think was he?
Is it, oh my gosh, this is such a hard question.
It is because no one.
Grant. They're saying Grant.
Yes, yes,
Oh wow. That's
yeah. So
ridiculous.
I owe you. I
That's a
owe you.
tough one.
Yeah,
All right.
I owe you. I owe you on that. Spruce Bounce. We talked about holding 46.90. That was just a blind stab in the dark. We do that trying to close in the 4600 handle. But there you go. Ulysses S. Grant. I
There
owe
we go.
you. Yeah. Yep. He was he president? Yeah, he was only president once, right? 18th president of the United States. He served a long time though, 69 to 77. So
Eight
did
years.
he was there something interrupted? Was it goes Rutherford B.
Ah,
Hayes?
dude, that was
Was Teddy
that
Roosevelt?
was Alexander, man. That was or Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland.
Oh, Grover, there you
Yeah,
go.
Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland had two non-consecutive terms. But anyway, let's move on here.
Wow.
Um,
Do you
okay.
know all the presidents in order?
I never memorized
You
them.
never learned that?
Nope, I never
That was
learned.
just one of the things we used to do, like, in long car rides, name the presidents in order, and, this was my dad's favorite thing to do.
I
That, and you had to know all your capitals of the United
I
States.
was gonna say
Now
what I can do, and I've been able to do for a very long time, and still can do it, is I can name the capital of every single state in alphabetical order. But we're not gonna do that now.
in alphabetical order, really?
We're not gonna do that now.
No way!
No, I should clarify. I can do it in alphabetical order of the states,
Of the
not
state.
not of the not of the capitals. But
Wow.
okay, we're moving on here. We're moving on. Do you know what else today is?
I'm just
Today,
impressed. You
today,
get a raise. I'm talking to Raz. You get a raise. Go ahead.
today is a great exhibit as to why analysts can matter and why doing a traditional IPO versus a direct listing or a SPAC can influence your stock. I'm talking about Rivian today, RIVN. Okay, how many ratings? Let's count the ratings we have in Benzinga Pro on Rivian today. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. 12 initiations today for Rivian, all of
Yes.
them giving price targets in the range. Looks like the low is 94 and the high is 170. That was from B of A. Looks like 170 is your high there. And so this is what happens, right? You IPO, you have an analyst quiet period, and then all of the firms that were involved in the underwriting of your IPO after 30 days or whatever can come out and start coverage. And what does that mean? Coverage equals defending your stock to their clients. That's what coverage means. We're gonna talk up your even if they're giving it a neutral rating. We have how many neutral?
Ooh, we're
Let's
not
go
neutral right now. We're
here.
getting crushed here.
I'm
Sell and balance. Give me some imbalances.
all right.
Give me some
Get on my
imbalances
page.
here.
Here, hold on. What happened to my calendar? Whatever. Calendar's messed up. Let's go to ratings. We'll go to Rivian, RIVN.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom. So we have 3 neutrals and 3, 6, and 9 buys slash outperforms today. Okay. So you got 9 firms today that are going out and defending Rivian to their clients. Oh, and wouldn't you know, Rivian's up almost 10%. What are the
Hmm.
odds?
Yeah, I hope they're ah. Oh no, you could call it. I mean, definitely attributed to that. The thing had really been beat up. To me, they tried to press it this morning. $100 pre-market low. $100 your low on Friday. You couldn't press it through 100. Boom. Instead of buying on weakness, it turned to buying on strength, and that's just a much different market. So is it out of the woods? Perhaps. Let's see. The high's 1530. Next target on the upside, 1845.
Yeah,
That would be.
and then the one problem becomes if Rivian falls below 100, and all these analysts kind of used all the bullets in their chamber already, right? With a buy rating, and a positive note. It's kind of the one bullet that they've got. So, if you fall below 100, it's an entirely different ball game here in Rivian, but that's a big if.
Yeah, I mean, it came down. I'll just attribute to the double bottom. It's hard for me to do the accurate retrace. I mean, if it goes back
Yeah.
up to 50%, maybe we'll do that. If this is the bounce, if this is the buy, if all these analysts nailed it, this thing's going to go back to 135, 136 and hold. That's a long way. That would be my target on the upside. But it's not going to be so easy the second time around, right? This time around, it was so easy buying it at 137, flipping it at 40, buying it at 150, slipping it at 155. This day, after the 2 red bar day, this day was not so easy. And the up days are just going to get more difficult. So pick an intermediate target. If you got to that 135, 136 and hell, then I could have a bullish rating on it too.
Oh, that's Jerome Powell. He's calling Joel. Joel, what does Uncle Jay want?
I know. I'm a little upset about Michigan tickets for the bowl game. We'll talk about it later.
We can
But
talk about that. Oh boy.
oh
Oh,
yeah, I got some major calls out on this. I'm not
okay.
happy.
Okay.
Not happy with the university for like all the money I've donated to them over the years. But anyways, we're getting a bounce here, 45.93. So I'm not sure what those imbalances were. But here we are. Looks like we're going to have a rocky close. But that's on Rivian. Oh, Tesla. We talked about Tesla numbers. And then boom, it took, oh boy, it took out that low and then went to 950 and what 944.20 was this low. The only reason it stopped at 950.50 is because that's just a nice round number. Getting a bounce, you did get over the close of 1497. You got the 2164. I still use that 1497 as a good level. That was your close on Friday.
Yeah, there's not much in the way of headlines here into the close. I'm sure we have some sell imbalances, but they're always changing. Yeah, I saw a small 371 million, but that was 20 minutes ago by now. So
Yeah, that's nothing.
nothing crazy, nothing crazy. It's only notable if it's like 5 billion or 10 billion. Millions ain't nothing. If you have a ticker, drop it in the chat. We will take a look. Scarjo's asking about Big Five BGFV. We haven't looked at Big Five for a while. Ooh,
Uh,
wow.
I,
What
I,
the heck?
well, this is what I'm going to say. It's probably been wrecked, right? Because of
Yes,
Dick's. Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Who? I think they're going to change their name to Big Four or Big Three Sporting Goods here. 2-for-1 stock split, uninitiated since November 12th. Are you going to hold 20 here? I mean, I wouldn't want to be shorting it down here. You could, but I see two monthly lows at 1892 and 1982. That's the low for this month. You're getting a little bit of a bounce. So, a couple more days, maybe, you could see it starting perhaps to form a rounding bottom or a pair of lows. Maybe put a couple days like zigging and zagging here and then, get an upgrade or something and get away from this area. Boy, you undercut the low from Friday. Wow, but not by much. That's a good level, man. $20 if you're trying that for a swing long or a level. I can't blame you. That's come down hard. Let's see how Dix is doing. I mean, Dix is the one that got. Ooh, I don't know if I'd use Dix as an indicator. That's not looking too good. That doesn't look like it bottomed yet today. And then who else is it? Is it ACAD? Is that the other one in here?
Yeah, they report earnings on Friday, just so you know.
No, it's not a. That's Acadia
It's
Pharmaceuticals.
a AS, is it ASO? ASO, right?
Is it? Oh
Uh,
boy, there you go. Another double bottom there. That was only by a penny. You're bouncing 41.92. Good eye there. Whoever asked about these charts,
all right.
potential turnarounds.
All
Capital
right.
P.
Bharat's asking about MongoDB, MDB. They report tonight, FYI, Bharat. So just so you know that.
I mean, these stocks. Yeah, I don't know. What kind of valuation is this trade at?
Uh
Is it
that's
higher? Is it a high
it's
flyer?
like, yeah, most likely. It's got
Oh, I
yeah, it's got a market cap of 30 bill and
makes.
price to sales of 39. Is that right? Actually, that's not
Uh,
even that crazy. That 39 ain't even that bad when you compare it to other like software names. So it's high, but it's like whatever. Whatever. You know what? I guess here's what I'll say with MongoDB, right? If the reaction tonight, like if the numbers actually forget what the numbers are. If the reaction is not like if the stock does not crash, that's a great sign, right? Great sign if the stock does not crash.
You should be. I would just look at what happened to some of these other stocks. I would not have high expectations going into this report. If you do get a wild pop and you're looking for resistance, 483 is sticking out to me like a sore thumb. Your high on Thursday, 83.55. Your high on Friday, 83.23. If I was just going crazy like for a scalp or something like this, I wouldn't be out there at like 483. I'd be out there at like 475 or 480 in case it got a big pop. On the downside, if you've been waiting for a gap fill here since way back when. You get down to 406.33. That fills the gap from September 2nd. So that's 25, 30 points away. That it's hard. I'm going wide on that one because
Yeah.
crazy stock.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We got a bunch of software names tonight. We got MongoDB, Coupa Software, COUP, which got sloshed as well. So it's tough out there for software right now. It's kind of the way it is. What else do we have here from the chat? Mike G asking about Toll Brothers. They're on the calendar for this week as well. They're on the calendar, I think, for tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at
Hey,
the could this
this is a hedge, isn't it? Maybe.
well look at this. Look at
Inflation hedge,
this.
housing market hedge. No.
Where's my what did Barron's actually get something right? Barron's bounce here, folks. Bullish home builders on the cover. Street ran with it. Either good fade or a good call. Good call today.
Yeah. XHB. There you go. Look at that XHB holding up there at all-time highs or near all-time highs. Look at you.
Look at
Look at
that. Yeah, the
those home
all-time high
builders.
in this is 85.13. You're close. And what would they ask specifically about toll? Uh, new all-time high broke out. Barron's push. I'd be keeping an eye on today. New all-time high at 71.20. Going to have a new all-time closing high. Last time you made an all-time high on the monthlies, you didn't have a good month. So important for this to hold in here, but it is a breakout to the upside.
I want to address this question from Art S in the chat. I'm going to share my screen. Art is saw a couple headlines from Benzinga on Lucid, and he's like, "What the hell, Benzinga? Why are you pumping Lucid?" We're not pumping Lucid. Just to give you an idea. So this is Benzinga Pro. This is our news feed. All of our articles on .com go to Benzinga Pro as well. These are all of our headlines and articles on Lucid today. Okay, we have the news this morning, right, about the SEC investigation. A couple headlines after that. Then we had 2 articles today. One of them was from an analyst. One of them, actually 3 articles. One of them is just straight up, why is the stock down? One of them is a technical breakdown of why it could bounce back, and one of them is from an analyst. Looks, I don't know who the analyst is in this case. I'm not going to read it too closely, but CFRA. There you go. So that's all we do. We get different perspectives, right? We're not pumping or we're not dumping on any one stock. We're just getting perspectives. If you listen to PreMarket Prep this morning, you would have heard us say, "Oh my gosh, this Lucid is not looking good at all. This is a scary situation to be in the stock." It's actually been a pretty good day for Lucid, all things
Well, it
considered.
came back. I mean, you pound, you just obviously Art doesn't follow, news algos or pre-market highs and lows and, the mechanics. If you're sitting on this thing, it trades 55 last week, over 55, and it trades under $40. People do short the market. People have been looking to go long this stock. It undercut the pre-market low. That's something we talk about. 39 was your pre-market low. It went down below that, went to 38.06. I don't know. I didn't have anything there for you. There was a pair of lows at 36. It didn't get to that. And it went from, buying on weakness, to catching a rally. So good day for it. I would just keep an eye, whatever is in the report or whatever you see on your news wires. 47.27. I keep a close eye on that. That was a close on Friday. You already filled the gap from Friday, so that's good news. But if the streak wants to shrug this off, it's going to get above. I'd see it that 47.27. That's where it was before. And now we'll see if it gets there after. Spoos are really ripping around here. Tried to make that break for 4,600. Found some sellers going into the close. So hit the top of that trading range. We're probably going to close right here about 45.90 and change.
All right, we're about to. There's our bell. So okay, there's a wrap. I just want to put a bow on the Lucid thing, and just to say one real
Okay.
one real last thing to Art, which is this is the beauty of Benzinga Pro is there's a difference between news and opinions. If you're on like a normal news website, even Benzinga.com or any website, you can't really filter that at all. On Benzinga Pro, you can filter out the opinions or filter out the news if that's what you want. This is a news feed. You can go to categories. You can click on news, the news button right there. Click done. Boom. I just filtered out all the opinions. If you only want news on Lucid, you take out the opinions and you only see factual headlines as it pertains to Lucid here. You can get out of the opinions if that's what you want. That's the beauty of Benzinga Pro. So if you haven't tried that, check it out. It would definitely allow you to cut through the noise because there are a lot of opinions out there on both sides. That being said, we are closed. It is 4:00. Everyone put your pencils down. We're going to wrap this thing up. As a reminder, the last pre-market prep special of the year is this Saturday. Link is in description to check that out. Also, we will not be doing an At the Close show this week, Wednesday and Thursday, because of our last virtual event of the year. But Joel, I will catch you tomorrow. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Money Mitch is going live right now. This video will end a redirect to that. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Hit that like button, please. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.